Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. Um, uh, if you watched the episode, you kind of know what I'm laughing at in a sense. It's next week's previews. We're gonna get into this episode. Um, I really wanted to do a review yesterday because I gotta sit there and tell you, in the amount of years that I watched this show, yesterday's episode with Liam and Bill was golden. I mean, I gotta give props to Bill because Bill, unlike most of these fathers on these shows sometimes, I mean, Bill was like, nah, bro, you ain't gonna come to my house and disrespect me and act like I'm the goddamn child. So it was a great scene. Um, Now I'm laughing at the previews because, okay, here's the thing. I like Deacon, I really do, but this month he's so out of goddamn line. And at the same time, I'm like, did he just go Cobra Kai on Carter's ass? Like, did okay? Let's get into this episode. Liam eventually wakes up, and at some point, you would sit there and think, you got your phone, maybe you should sit there and call for help. Probably shouldn't call Bill, but you can call Will, you can call Steffi, you can call 911, which I think you should probably did first. Instead, you just walk outside just to fall again. Meanwhile, Steffi's sitting there talking about Liam and being a good dad, dealing with Bill, and she's like, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to sit there and pretty much give a piece of my mind to Bill. She finds him on conscience. She says, oh my God, for like 20 something seconds or maybe 3 minutes. I've lost count. And I'm like, so at some point, are you going to you're going to call 911? You're going to do that? Or are you just going to stand there? He looked like he's bleeding a lot. You might want to call 911. She calls to get down to the hospital. Buckingham is there. And towards the end, it seemed like he flatlines. Yeah, he flatlines towards the end. Now, I don't know if he's going to stay going, but he did flatline. Okay, so Brooke goes to Ridge, and she's like, can my daughter have her job back? Carter's like, and Ridge is like, well, you know, she the one that stole the company from us. She stole the company from us. Why should I let her back? I was like, technically speaking, Carter did. And you hired him back. So, like, I don't. He's trying to make it seem like she was the mastermind behind it, but at the end of the day, the only person who stole the company, whose name was on the LLC papers, was Carter, right? Like, Hope does have a point, in a sense. Brooke got to keep her job. Well, to be fair, Brooke didn't actually do the takeover. Carter got to keep his job. Hell, I think even Deacon said then it was like, yeah, you got a point. Problem with Deacon is that he is not holding his daughter accountable, and he's not there telling her everything that she wants to hear, not what she needs to hear, and that's my issue with Deacon. Um, the Kelly and Finn scene didn't really go anywhere, except for just to remind us, how important Liam is. Hell, there's a point where even Hope is like, Liam has been a very constant in my life, ever since in my marriage with him, my life has been kind of going off the rails. It was like, yeah, you did. screw up that relationship. Like Brooke said, and Thomas, you screwed that up. Like Brooke said. So you've just been screwing up a lot. Now, clearly this was personal with Steffi and Hope, and that ain't cool. But Steffi was already going to lose her line, so it wasn't like this is just coming back in popularity. So I don't really fully understand that, but you know, I mean, what are you gonna do? They're gonna give you a job back, and your line's gonna start to suck again, and then what? That just seems like an unnecessary loss of money. I got that going on. Wow, I feel like I'm actually done. I'm looking at my notes and everything like that, and um, yeah, let me see something. I do remember Buckingham saying something about like like a brain bleed or whatever, or the problem of oxygen for a certain amount of time, and I'm sitting there thinking like, Steffi, do you know how long you were taking before you called 911? Just gonna throw that out there. Um, but yeah, so that previous, I was like, ugh. And I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really give two shits about Luna's and that they're fighting for Will's attention. I'm like, this is so good. This is so stupid. I know that they need to get her or something, and she is being a bad girl. I'm like, this is whatever. Whatever. It's a stupid soap opera trope they've been doing for years. So I'm as excited about that as I am about the nurses' ball on General Hospital. So yeah. Now I feel like that's pretty much about it. Yeah, that scene was good yesterday. That scene was good. He would, and he would. The thing is, he was speaking facts. Bill was speaking facts, and I know people was like, "Well, Bill, he's the last person to sit there and be talking about anyone, seeing how he treated women." Yeah, that's true, but he wasn't wrong about the stuff he was saying about Liam. None of it. None of it. Anyway, just want to sit there and say that I was so mad yesterday that I couldn't do a review on this show. Certain things are gonna have to sit there and change around. I mean, I got home later than I wanted to, and because I got home so late, everything else got pushed back, and like that's always an issue for me. But I was like, let me do the stream. I mean, I could have, whatever. Anyway, um, if I missed anything, right in the comment section below. We'll sit there and talk about all this madness and everything with this show and the other shows, and we'll definitely sit there and talk about that previews. If you do not watch the previews, watch the previews. All right.